All right, we're recording.
Okay, we're recording. Let's go.
For kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you.
We were going to record a Christmas album at some point, and that fell through.
I know. It's because we were going to do it, but then we went on that break.
Yeah. Speaking of break, welcome back, guys.
Oh, yeah, this is the first episode.
This is the first episode that they're going to hear.
It's not on the usual Saturday.
Yeah,
because
it's Christmas.
Is Christmas?
Oh, Christmas.
What did you guys all get for Christmas?
What gifts?
Santa delivered this podcast to
you.
you.
Were they extra fun this year? Did you get that hippopotamus you've been wishing for so long?
I love the Darren Criss version of I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas.
You would love the Darren Criss version of the bombing of Hiroshima.
If Darren Criss was involved
if
with
Darren
that.
Criss dropped the first nuclear weapons on Japan, you would argue a lot more in favor of that. Like, I'm just saying, if Darren Criss were a terrorist, your political opinions would be different.
Well, yeah, then I wouldn't. No, see, here's the thing. If Darren Criss were a terrorist, then I wouldn't associate myself with Darren Criss.
Oh, but what if he still had all of his Glee performances first?
Nuts! Okay, well, then we just hope that his Christmas album is really good.
Is he releasing one?
He already did.
Was it good?
It's a very Darren Christmas. Some of the songs are good. He made a rendition of River. Do you know the song River?
Like the one by Sarah McLachlan?
Yeah.
Yeah? I feel like that would be bad.
Where it's upbeat and very happy.
Yeah, I feel like that would be bad.
It's one of the
It's a choice.
It's a choice. It's not bad. It's just like that's the kind of not the point.
Speaking of, because we found ourselves to Christmas music. I know it's not the first topic on our list. Do you want to talk about Christmas songs?
Yeah.
All right.
We don't have to go in order of the list.
What is your favorite? Do you have a favorite Christmas album? Do you have like a go-to?
Okay.
Because I have two that I'm going to talk about.
I had this written down. I love Run, Run, Rudolph.
By Chuck Berry?
Yes.
I love Chuck Berry.
It's like, I think it could be used in so many more like things.
I agree.
But it's not.
I'm always amused by the line where he says, "Run, run, Rudolph, Randolph's not far behind," or whatever.
I know. No, okay.
Who's Randolph?
Here's the thing, right? I think it's such a... you could put that on any point during Christmas and everyone goes crazy. Yeah. It's such a good song. It's upbeat. It's got the spirit, and you've got
it's got Chuck Berry. Yeah,
I'm very like...
He wrote Johnny Be Good and You Never Can Tell. I'm
very against religion during the holidays, which is controversial because it's a holiday based
so
solely
you're
around...
not a fan of a lot of the hymnal carols.
I'm not a fan of the hymnal carols.
See, I do think as much as like religion is religion, God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen does slap.
Yeah, that is a good one. No, my entire Christmas playlist is entirely just not religious.
It's just
carols.
Darren Criss's version of River 5 times in a row.
No, I don't like that one. No, I have like a couple of the Darren Criss songs. I have a couple Glee songs on here. I like Run Run Rudolph, and I like the Britney Spears song, My Only Wish.
So my favorite Christmas song, and this is going to segue me into talking about my favorite Christmas albums.
Right.
This is a deep cut for me. So there's a band. They're a comedy band out of Kingston, Ontario, called the Arrogant Worms.
Oh, yeah?
The song you might know them for is the infinitely covered Last Saskatchewan Pirate. Mm-hmm. Its most famous rendition is by the band Captain Tractor. Mm-hmm. They have a Christmas album. And on the Christmas album, there is a song called Christmas in Ignis. Ignis is a mining town in the U.S. or not in the U.S., in Ontario. And I can't explain Christmas in Ignis. So you all need to go listen to it.
Everyone needs to go listen to it
It's on the album The Christmas Turkey by the Arrogant Worms. And I can't quite... I love it. It's not technically my favorite, but I do adore it because it's very just kind of funny. And every time they sing the chorus, it's three guys. One of them just goes, "It's Christmas in Ignis." Like, it doesn't sound... The song doesn't sound good, to be clear. But on that topic, that album is really good.
Edward.
Yeah.
This is just something that I'm thinking about. Because poor me is going to have to go and edit this after this. I keep doing it too. Every time we say
yeah,
I just go, oh.
You could leave the ums in there.
Okay. This time, guys, you get to hear all the ums.
This is going to be a test run.
Usually I edit them all out. But
You're going to
also,
hear how...
after listening to a lot of podcasts,
yeah,
they do leave a lot of
They leave a lot of pauses
They leave a lot of pauses. They leave a lot of ums. So this one I'm going to barely edit.
Yeah.
I'm just going to kind of listen through.
Make sure it doesn't sound terrible at any given point.
Exactly. See? You just that's something I would usually edit out.
All right. So, but like on the topic of Christmas albums, the Christmas Turkey by the Arrogant Worms, it's a very paradoxical listening experience because,
You're gonna hear a lick. That was Cricket.
Cricket just licked the mic,
Cricket
guys.
just licked the microphone.
It exercises its comedy, in a way that is very relentlessly cynical. Like there's an entire song where it's like, okay, guys, Santa is a depressed alcoholic. But then also I have so much nostalgia from the album that I still think it's funny anyway.
I have like a weird nostalgia for the Weird Al Yankovic.
Yeah. I have not
like
heard
Christmas
that one.
songs.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but like I hear them and I'm like, oh, it's Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah, because like that one, I went and saw that band when they were on tour. Not for that album. That album released in the 90s, but they were touring with that album. Like it was a Christmas show.
Right.
There's some really funny moments. It's pretty corny. It's pretty insane. But it's a good listen if you don't mind a little bit of relentless cynicism.
That's nice. The two best like Christmas songs to have in a movie specifically are Run Run Rudolph and Carol of the Bells.
I agree.
But I feel like they don't get used enough.
I feel like a solid third choice though, and it's going much more into like the like sort of white girl pop era of Christmas, and I think it gets so slept on and gets overshadowed by Mariah Carey is Underneath the Tree by Kelly Clarkson. That slaps so hard. I think All I Want for Christmas with You gets way too much hate, honestly.
That's fair. It's so overplayed for me.
And I understand that.
And I just can't listen
but
to it
there's a
anymore.
reason. But I don't think Carol of the Bells goes underused that much.
I've been watching quite a few.
See, but I rewatched
Christmas
both
movies.
Home Alone movies.
Well, that's because it's the two movies that it gets used in.
I don't know. I think it's, to me, it's very much like using it in a Christmas movie is not dissimilar to like, you know, like the Avengers music, like the like it's very much a way of manufacturing a lot of tension. But the thing is, a lot of Christmas movies don't need that kind of stuff.
That's fair.
Like it works in Home Alone because he's about to go horribly mangle two idiots.
I want to make a good like Christmas like.
That's what we should do next time someone tries to rob us. We should set up Home Alone style traps.
You're so smart.
This is foreshadowing for not next week's episode, but the week after. Yeah. Guys, we got robbed, and you're gonna hear about it a lot.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we should set up Home Alone traps for them next time.
Watch out, you two.
Watch out, you two, whose names will be revealed later.
Oh, it is like Home Alone.
Exactly.
Except
they're the podcast bandits.
Except neither of us were home.
And
neither of us...
and you were alone and how you acted about it.
Yeah. No, I think I feel like more Christmas movies should be able to use these like really good songs though.
Yeah, I agree. Well, so the other thing is like most Christmas movies don't actually. So they're either like musicals, in which case they read original songs, or they actually don't use that much like actual songs.
Right.
Which is weird because music is such an intrinsic part of Christmas. But like, sure, you include a snippet of a Christmas song here or a Christmas carol there, but like a Hallmark Christmas movie wouldn't have that much Christmas music in it, in theory.
In theory.
I don't watch Hallmark movies though. I have not seen Hot Frosty.
The only times I see like Hallmark movies kind of are when my mother is watching them or I'm watching a YouTube commentary about it. Like I've watched so many of like the Drew Gooden watching terrible Christmas movies videos.
Have you watched Hot Frosty?
No, I've been avoiding that. You know what I did watch about Hot Frosty, though? I watched an Alex Myers video.
I think I watched that same video.
Yeah. Because that's how I watch terrible movies now.
Is commentary YouTubers?
I watch commentary YouTubers because then I'm like, now I don't have to sit through it. And I can just have someone tell me about it.
All right, one other Christmas album I want to shout out quickly, and then we can move
go
on.
Edward.
Because I feel like we're really getting close to Christmas movies.
Mm-hmm.
I want to shout out Bare Naked for the Holidays by the Bare Naked Ladies.
Yes, I agree.
I think it is a fantastic mix of interpretations on classic Christmas songs and carols, as well as some really enjoyable originals. And I think everyone should go listen to it.
Which ones are your favorite?
I really like... Actually, I did a review. I did a music review on it for those of you who will never find out about my personal Instagram account, and those of you who follow it. My two top songs were Snowman and Green Christmas.
That's fair.
Which are like the two saddest songs.
Yeah.
But they both slap so hard.
That's
Elf's Lament is also really good.
That one is my favorite.
I like their version of Jingle Bells.
Elf's Lament I will listen to over and over and over and over again until I die. One time during the Christmas season in grade 6, I was a big kid on Scratch, the coding website.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
And I made a 3-minute long coded dance to Elf's Lament.
That is crazy.
It took me about a couple weeks because I did it during class. I did it at home. I did it.
Yeah.
I worked on it for so long and it was so bad, but I was so proud of it. It was so good.
You know what they say? I make Scratch animations, but I've got aspirations.
Oh, Cricket, stop eating stuff off the
Make
ground.
some Scratch animations. Use your imagination.
Cricket's being a menace.
Girls and Scratch animations.
Edward's just reciting the lyrics from
there's a
Elf's
list
Lament
for
now.
Could we get copyrighted for this?
No.
Bare Naked Ladies, please don't copyright.
Also because I'm talking over you.
And because we don't make money from these.
Yeah. Cricket is being so good right
Claire,
now.
what if we got a sponsorship for one of our episodes?
Believe me, I've tried.
Really?
No. No. Imagine. Guys, this episode is brought to you by Christmas. Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year.
And a Happy New Year. Happy holidays to all of you who don't celebrate Christmas. We hope that you're having just a normal Wednesday.
And we hope that you have a great time with your family today anyway, because everyone should spend time with family over winter break.
Yeah.
For those, if you're working on winter break and listening to this, sorry, but also thank you for the essential service you provide.
Yes. But speaking of spending time with family, I've been watching so many Christmas movies.
Yeah.
Or Christmas specials.
Yeah.
They all drive home the same message.
Yeah. Spend
time with your loved ones. And Christmas is not about presents.
So that part I would agree with. I think there's also a third message that gets driven home in Christmas specials from what I watch. Which maybe we watch different things.
Right.
But it is the universal capacity for mankind to exhibit change.
Yep, that too. Are you talking about the Christmas Carol?
I'm talking about the Christmas Carol. I'm talking about the Grinch. I'm talking about Home Alone's 1 and 2.
Whoa,
I am talking about Elf.
Yeah.
I am talking about National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Finn hasn't seen that still.
It's fantastic.
I know.
I'm going to watch it as of recording this. I'm going to watch Elf and National Lampoon's tomorrow night with my family.
I've seen both of those already.
See, so my starting Christmas movie, because that's what we want to talk about, right? What do you start the holidays with? And this will also be my pick for best Christmas movie ever of all time, is The Muppets Christmas Carol.
Mm-hmm. I watched that yesterday.
And do you get it?
Yes, fully. I used to be really terrified of The Muppets, so I hadn't seen it. I think the first time I watched it was last year, but it's so good.
Straight up. I've looked up lists.
It's so funny.
I've looked up rankings of every version of the Christmas Carol, and it's usually top 5. Mm-hmm. I watched a video ranking every Muppets movie, and it was second, I think.
It's very well done.
It is very well done. It captures the Christmas Carol perfectly. It captures the Muppets perfectly. Mm-hmm. It has some banger original songs.
Yep.
Not to mention the puppetry alone is fantastic.
I love the music in it.
It's so good. It's so good.
I like the first song that's in it.
The one about Scrooge?
Yeah, because it feels a lot like Beauty and the Beast.
I get that, yeah.
It feels like
Gaston?
Belle. No, Belle.
Oh, Belle. Oh, that would work too, yeah.
When she's walking through the village and everyone's singing about her.
But it's angry and sad.
Yeah. Well, in Belle, they're all like yelling at her.
Yeah.
Like they're all like, "Oh, she's so weird."
But it's got like that. It's got like a much more like upbeat tone of like,
Yeah.
hello, bonjour, not he's evicting every poor person.
No, but it's such a good movie.
Oh, it's so good. Literally, there is no song that fills me more with Christmas spirit than One More Sleep Till Christmas, sung by Kermit the Frog and the Clerks.
It's so good.
God, everybody, you should go watch The Muppets Christmas Carol. It is genuinely the best Christmas movie.
And it's perfect. 'Cause today's Christmas. So go do it right now.
Yeah, go watch it with your family.
Yeah.
You can gather the little ones around. There's only like 3 or 4 parts where they'll be a little bit scared, but that's good.
Yeah. Because they're like,
yeah,
it's
and that's what
the
and that's what the Christmas Carol should be. It should be a little bit spooky, but not a lot spooky.
Yeah. No, my Christmas movie that we watch first every year is I inherited this from my father. Is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, and that's the first one that we watch.
That one
every
is
year.
really funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I've seen that one so many times. It's gotten to the point where I can almost quote it. My dad can quote it.
We were talking to somebody at school who was like bad mouthing that film. Was it like Clara?
I don't think Clara wouldn't do that. I don't think it was.
Was it at school then?
I don't remember this, so it might have just been you. Maybe this was a dream that you had.
Maybe it was just bio. Either way. Oh no, it was English. Someone in my English class was like, I can't watch that movie. And I'm like, fair, but also
It's a good Christmas movie.
But it shows its age.
It does. It really does.
Because so for everybody who's aware, National Lampoons, don't watch it with the little ones.
No.
It is an R-rated comedy Christmas movie.
Yeah.
It features Chevy Chase of Community fame. He was really famous before that. And the guy who played Leonard in Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
He plays the son. It's really funny. It's a lot of fun. It's got some really good moments, and it can be kind of touching at like 3 separate intervals, maybe. Maybe
a little bit, like.
But you don't watch it for it being touching. So joke for joke, there are other Christmas movies that probably have I think the funniest joke in Elf is funnier than the funniest joke in National Lampoons.
What's the funniest joke in Elf?
You're an angry elf. You must be a South Pole elf.
Oh, that is actually really good.
Or at least on par. Like there are other movies that at their best get funny, but no Christmas movie I think is as funny on average as National Lampoons. And you know what? If you want to watch a movie that's basically National Lampoons, ostensibly very similar, but is family friendly, Christmas with the Cranks.
I've never seen that one.
They even kill a cat.
Oh.
Which I guess trigger warning for National Lampoons. A cat dies.
Oh yeah.
Trigger
warning, or you mean spoiler alert?
But I mean both.
Oh yeah, I guess.
People don't like seeing animals die. And I suppose technically it's whatever. But yeah. Because Christmas with the Cranks is basically the plot is this married couple that are planning to go on a cruise Christmas Day, but then everyone's really sad and they gotta stay.
Aww.
But a lot of the jokes feel very similar as they're rushing their Christmas preparations.
Right.
And yeah, at one point they spray a cat with a hose during the middle of winter, and it just freezes solid.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's the opposite of the other cat.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. No, I've been watching the opposite of really weird and R-rated movies, because I've been watching all of the Disney all the old Disney movies.
Oh, you poor sap.
And it's made me really, really sad, actually. Last night I watched Mickey's Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
I watched Mickey's stories.
Yeah.
I watched the Winnie the Pooh Christmas special.
Okay.
And a couple other ones. And they're so cute. And I found out that is what makes me feel the most in the Christmas spirit.
Yeah. Is the cuteness.
Is the cuteness. And it's just the fact of all these remind me of my childhood.
Which is gone forever now?
Which is gone.
Or about to be?
Oh, Edward, don't remind me. Next Christmas, I'm going to be
an adult. You can have rum in your eggnog. Legally.
I'm sure if I
don't know if you do it illegally, but...
I don't want to at the moment.
I had a sip of a rum and eggnog that was poorly mixed.
Do you like eggnog?
I love eggnog.
I've never tried it, but I feel like I wouldn't like it. I don't like milk, so
Yeah, it is like very thick, sweet, spicy milk.
that sounds so fun.
The direct translation from French to English for eggnog is chicken milk.
Chicken milk.
Eggnog in French is lait de poule,
Lait de poule.
which I suppose means milk of the chicken.
Oh. No, but I like watching all these Christmas movies that are all the
Yeah.
Disney characters.
So yeah, I suppose then that brings me to the question, because I've already answered it from me.
Right.
What is your favorite Christmas movie?
I feel like that's really difficult to answer. I feel like at one point I definitely did have an answer.
I feel like you had an answer last week when you were talking about it. Last week, like last time when we talked in school about this, you were like elf, elf, elf all the way.
Was I?
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty confident.
That actually makes a lot of sense for me. Because Elf, it's silly, and it has that thing. But now, I'm really like Disney classics. Any like Disney classic for me.
So are you thinking like a Scrooge McDuck Carol or whatever?
I wouldn't say that. I would say there's a very specific one.
Okay, hit me with it.
And I need to look it up. It's on Disney Plus.
Do you want me to like grandstand and monologue while you do?
Yeah, talk about.
All right, guys.
Disney.
So, no, this isn't about Disney, but this is about Christmas movies. So, guys, I'm here to settle the Die Hard debate. And it's with a device that me and my brother came up with. It's basically, it is described as the Home Alone First Blood spectrum, which basically it separates movies set during Christmas time, like First Blood, the Rambo movie, and from movies that are about Christmas, like Home Alone. Because you could make an argument for both of them being either. But the two defining factors are, one, does Christmas play a central role in the plot? And two, does it explore the themes of Christmas in a Christmassy way? So one, does Christmas play a role in the plot? Die Hard, you could make an argument for yes. I wouldn't, but you can. Because I think technically the circumstance of Die Hard could be like Labor Day as well. It's just any stat holiday. But yes, you could make an argument that Christmas plays a role in the plot of Die Hard. And two, does it explore Christmas's themes in a way that pertains to Christmas? And here is where I argue that the change presents itself. Because you're looking at me very happily. I'm going to finish this monologue. Because Die Hard, in a sense, explores that same universal theme of man's capacity for change. And it explores things about love and about family reparation. The problem is, the central plot device to the film is violence and bloodshed, and that's how he finds out how much he values his family and stuff like that, right? Mm-hmm. And really, he doesn't even evolve that much in the movie. His wife just realizes that she misses him. But even just that implementation of violence and brutality as your primary plot device, to me runs directly opposite to what Christmas as symbolically is. And you could make the same argument for Home Alone as violence and brutality being a central plot point, so on and so forth. But the thing is, if you actually think about it, the crime part of Home Alone really is just padding the runtime. If you remove all of the stuff about the robbery, it is a movie about a kid, all of the stuff with all of Rube Goldberg traps. It is a movie about a kid who gets left at home, starts having fun until real life starts to confront him a bit more, and he realizes that he actually needs his family even when he thought he didn't, and then they come back.
Aww.
That is what Home Alone becomes about if you remove the part where he tortures two grown men. And that is where it differs from Die Hard, and that is why Die Hard is a First Blood and not a Home Alone. Also, Bruce Willis, I have a video of him from Instagram saying that Home Alone's not Die Hard's not a Christmas movie. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk.
Thank you, Edward. Everyone give a round of applause. Yay! No, I found the movie.
Okay.
It's 1999, Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. It is an hour and 9 minutes long, so it's barely a movie.
Okay.
It's an hour and a half, maybe, like, with commercials.
Yeah.
For a cable network TV show. And it's just, and it's so good. Like, it's all about Christmas and Christmas spirit.
Yeah.
And it just tells, it's such a nice little tale. And then last night I watched A Very Merry Pooh Year. That sounds really bad.
That's
but
a terrible name for the movie.
It's Winnie the Pooh, and it's A Very Merry Pooh Year.
Okay.
Because it's basically, it's leading up to Christmas and then New Year's.
Yeah.
So it's very nice to watch. But
That sounds adorable.
yeah, those are my 2 favorite Christmas movies this season.
One other Christmas movie I want to talk about, just because I think it's really funny. Have you heard of and or seen 8 Crazy Nights by Adam Sandler?
No, I
Don't
haven't.
watch it.
Okay.
So this movie is terrible. And it's barely funny, and it's kind of mean-spirited in a lot of times. But Adam Sandler made a Christmas movie. And it's not even really a Hanukkah movie, as much as the name would imply.
Right.
But yeah, it's it is very much, in a lot of ways, it's a classic Christmas movie, but it's thrown on Adam Sandler, so it's like has a lot of gross out humor, and it's kind of casually racist.
Oh, fun.
And it's really stupid.
Yeah.
And you should only watch it if you're going to watch it ironically.
Okay.
But I just wanted to make sure that the world knows that it exists. All 20 people who are going to listen to this.
Good to know. Good to know. No, yeah, but all these movies, they make me think about holiday traditions.
Yeah.
Especially those Disney ones, because I think about it, and it was a part of like my Christmas traditions when I was really, really young.
Yeah.
Obviously, because you don't watch all the weird comedies that children can't understand.
You weren't watching National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation from the year you were born?
I think the first time I saw it, I was younger than I should have been, actually.
I'm sure most people are.
Yeah. But
except Finn, who's older than he should have been.
Yeah, and he probably still hasn't seen it, even today.
Is it on a streaming service?
I don't think so. So I guess it's fine, Finn.
It's not fine.
It's not fine, but...
You seem like you'd be okay with piracy, Finley.
We're not condoning piracy.
We're just saying that our friend Finn...
It's on Crave TV.
Seems like he would be okay with piracy.
That's so fun. It's on Crave TV.
See, Finn? I think you have Crave. Finn, you know if you have Crave.
No, but traditions.
Yeah?
Another thing that I do like, during Christmas that makes it feel like Christmas is baking.
That makes sense, yeah.
We always make, like, ginger snaps.
Yep.
My mom has a very specific way of making ginger snaps, and then she also has shortbread. But you, Edward.
Yeah?
What do you do?
Well, so this is going to segue into our next topic. What are your plans for Christmas? Because, straight up, so up till Christmas, my traditions have dwindled. I used to do a lot more with my family and stuff. Like, we'd do, like, a bunch of winter activities. We'd go sledding. But as more and more time has gone by, like, I used to listen to a bunch more Christmas music. And school has gotten bigger in my life. Like, I just had to fight off the Yuletide sadness as I had a 2-part trig exam the week before Christmas.
How'd you do on that?
I got a flat 80, I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
I got a 94.
Nerd.
Clara got a 95.
I have heard.
I did 0.5 worse than her.
Yeah. Anyway, so my big Christmas tradition is technically how our Christmas day runs. And it's going to go hand in hand with what am I doing this Christmas, which is we get up in the morning at a semi-reasonable time. We all open presents, and then like we open stockings, we open presents. Then we have like a fancy breakfast, like a bougie breakfast, and then we load up the car and we head down to my uncle's farm, and we hang out there with the rest of our family. We do Christmas dinner with the rest of our family. Then we head back Boxing Day, and then we...
So is it like a big, like, Grinch Who Christmas, where you're all at a big windy table?
The table doesn't wind, but kind of.
How much of the Edward family is there?
So my dad's side is very large.
Oh, so it's like everyone?
It's not
like
everyone.
most?
So we usually get my family. We usually get at least 2 of my uncles.
Nice.
If not 3. And then my one uncle, both of his kids come out with their 3 kids between the 2 of them. And then I think that's usually it, but that usually makes for like 10 or 11 people.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's not interesting.
It used to be bigger, and then we had some deaths in the family.
Oh, okay. Christmas, happy. My Christmas always goes roughly about the same, unless we do it at someone else's house, which we don't usually do.
Yeah.
We drive up to my aunt's house, my uncle and aunt's house. It's on my mom's side for Christmas Eve. And we open all of our presents from each other on Christmas Eve.
Comme les Québécois?
No, we do it like after dinner.
Because, like in Christmas in Quebec,
shush.
they like go to their midnight mass and then they stay up all night and then they open them when they get back at midnight.
We're going to have like dinner at 4:30, I think. And then around 6:30, 7 o'clock, we all gather around and we all, on my mom's side, we start doing a Secret Santa set because I'm the youngest child. So we started doing Secret Santa.
And you're like 30, so.
Exactly. So I got my grandma this year.
Yeah.
And because it's now Christmas and everyone who I've gotten presents for has opened their gifts.
Yeah.
I got my grandma 2 types of pasta. I got her farm pasta because she grew up on a farm.
Yeah.
And I got her a risotto. And I got her soap. And also something else. Chocolate.
That's ballerific.
Because we get consumable gifts. And then I crocheted her some dishcloths.
That's awesome. That also made me think of another Christmas tradition that my family has over down at Ye Old Farm.
But I'm going to finish my Christmas.
Okay. Then, I'm just sad to say that so I remember it.
But yeah. So after we do that, then we hand out our Secret Santa gifts. Then we all open other gifts. I got my dad Lego.
Yeah.
And I got my mom some tea.
Okay.
And it's very nice. All my Christmas gifts this year, I thought of myself and I bought myself, and I'm very proud of that. Like,
that's awesome.
You don't understand. I'm so proud because I've always just slapped my name on something that one of my parents has bought for someone.
Yeah, I managed that this year too. I don't manage it for birthdays, but I did it for Christmas.
But yeah, that's what I did this year. And then we all go to sleep.
Yeah.
And then on Christmas morning,
yeah,
I wake up at 6 a.m. because I can't sleep. Because I sleep on an air mattress. In the basement where it's so cold, and these people have cats, so I get woken up by the cats, like, eating me. Anyway, and then I kind of just hang out for a while until roughly about, I think, 8 or 9 o'clock, when everyone's sort of
starting to rouse from their slumber.
And then we open our stockings from Santa, of course, and then we have crepes, and then I go home.
That's sick. I don't know. I've never been able to quite wrap my head around opening your presents the night before.
That's fair.
Because to me, part of the magic has always been like, oh, all of my family's a little shreepy. We're still in our PJs and just like, oh,
that's what we do with like stockings.
Yeah, we do both. Anyway, the other thing I remembered is that this actually started as a different thing and it has morphed. But every year, my family on my dad's side at the farm, we do a white elephant exchange.
Ooh.
I guess I can explain the rules of that if you want.
Yeah, go on.
All right, so basically how that works is you got a bunch of wrapped presents under the tree, and we usually, we randomly assign who's going to go first, and they pick a present, and they unwrap it, and everyone can see it. And then the next person goes.
Do you have steals?
Yes, so that's what I'm going to explain. And they can either steal that person's present, and then the person who just got stolen from gets to go open a new present, or they can just open a new present. And so on and so forth around until everybody has a present.
Can you steal any gift?
You can steal any gift, but gifts can only be stolen twice, at which point they are locked out, which makes it for really fun, because then if you're the last person, you can either choose to end the game, or you can just go on a rampage.
Oh, yeah.
Also, you can't steal back is the other rule. So if something just directly got stolen from you, you can't just go and take it back.
Right. Can you, if someone
if you steal from somebody steals from you and then you open a new gift and then the next person takes that gift from you, that you can then go take the other gift back.
Okay, I see.
Because the other thing, you can chain steal.
Nice. That's fun. I like how families have fun little things because all their children grow up and no longer
the origin of that though was way sillier.
Presents.
Everybody would get $100 in Monopoly money and we do an auction.
I like that.
But the problem is then some gifts wouldn't get given away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's why it switched to a white elephant.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's really dumb. Because, not that. I was going to move on. No, I think it's really dumb that, I like my family puts up a tree sometimes. Like, I really like it.
Yeah.
And like I always urge them to put up a tree, but it's kind of pointless in the end because we never have Christmas here.
But like it's the spirit.
But it's a spirit.
It's the joy.
But it's like if you're doing it just for the Christmas, you kind of don't need to.
Yeah,
you know?
but like to quote Kermit the Frog, "'Tis the season to be jolly and joyous."
Nobody heard that. Edward.
To quote Kermit the Frog,
There you go.
"'Tis the season to be jolly and joyous," which brings the question to mind, Claire. When is the right time to put up a Christmas tree?
Well, this year I put it up on December 1st.
I'm of the mind that it is acceptable provided you do it one after Remembrance Day,
Right.
after November 11th, and two at least a week before Christmas.
That's fair.
Those are within that time range, which is generous.
My thought is always the first weekend in December. Because that's when you have time,
we
I guess.
usually try to buy our Christmas tree.
Oh, do you have a real tree?
Yes.
Ooh.
So we usually try and buy it because we usually try and buy it from the university lot, which they usually sell it within like 10 days. So we buy it about as close as when they open as possible.
Right.
Which changes by the year. And then usually takes us like a week. Like we usually put it up the next weekend or a little bit after that. So this year I think we've had our tree up for like 2.5 weeks now, maybe.
Because of the fact that we never have Christmas here,
Yeah.
we don't get a real tree.
That
We
makes
have
sense.
a really, really nice fake tree.
In some ways, like that saves you money in the long run.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, because Christmas trees are getting to be like $60, $70,
Yeah.
depending on where you go.
me and my brother protest if there's a fake tree.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's kind of lame.
That's fair.
With all due respect to the fake
See,
tree homies
that's the
out
other
there.
thing. That's why it's kind of dumb, because it's like, oh, you're just putting up a piece of plastic
Yeah.
in your house. But it's fine. Honestly,
Yeah. If it fills the void, it fills the void.
it fills the void, so.
Do we have any other topics we
That's
want to
good.
tackle in this episode?
Well, Edward,
Yeah.
what Christmas are you?
What Christmas quiz should we do? Should we be like what Christmas character or what Christmas song?
I have what Christmas character are you?
I'm gonna find a what Christmas song are you, and then we can do both again.
Okay. So I have which Christmas character are you? I'll share
Yeah.
this with Edward.
And I'm gonna send you what Christmas song are you from BuzzFeed. What do you want to start with?
We'll start with yours this time.
Okay. All right. What Christmas song are you? When does your Christmas tree go up? We've just had this conversation.
We did.
Day after Thanksgiving, American. First week of December, week before Christmas, July. Whenever I feel like it. Some years I don't even put it up.
I'm gonna go first week of December because that's very close
That's
to
like
when I
pretty
go.
close to my
Yeah.
range. I'm gonna say whenever I feel like it because I gave a very broad range.
Yeah, that's fair.
What's the best holiday drink?
Eggnog?
Peppermint hot chocolate. Apple cider. Ew.
Holiday drinks.
Eggnog.
I don't like.
I love nog.
Thanks, Edward. I've never tried eggnog. I don't like apple cider.
So
I'm not a
you
big
can
hot
say ew.
chocolate. I'm gonna say ew. Holiday drinks.
What's your favorite holiday activity? Sledding.
Putting up Christmas lights?
Spending time with the with
Look at
family.
what my spending.
I can see.
Christmas shopping.
Singing along to Christmas songs.
Watching Christmas movies.
Baking holiday cookies.
Waiting for summer to come back.
I wish I could choose spending time with family and watching Christmas movies because they're usually simultaneous.
I'm gonna say spending time with family.
I'm gonna say Christmas movies because I've been watching a lot of them alone this year.
Oh, same actually.
What
What are your favorite Christmas colors, Edward?
Red and green,
Red and gold.
green and gold,
Red and white.
all of them.
Christmas colors? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark?
Straight up, they didn't have like red, green, and white, so I'm gonna go red and green because that's what my nails are like right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go red and green too, just because those are classic.
Yeah, like can't go wrong.
I'm a big tacky Christmas
And
guy.
finally, what Christmas sweater are you buying? So we got to describe these. So the first one, it's red with reindeer and white text that says "Merry Christmas, you filthy animal." And then the second one
is a penguin with glasses and earmuffs.
and it says "Fa la 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 la" on the sleeves. And the
Birthday boy.
birthday boy Jesus.
Jesus with a hat and a dove and a necklace and a red balloon.
Yeah, and we've got next we got a red sweater with like a little eldritch horror reindeer on it.
God, it's sparkly.
It has bad eyes and I don't like
a
them.
cat
Got a little cat.
with polka dots.
Yeah.
And then I like the last one.
The last one's really classy.
It's just...
But be honest, Claire, you could see me wearing the penguin one.
Oh, I could.
Yeah.
The last one that we're talking about is like half white, half green with like trees.
Yeah, it's actually like low-key a nice sweater.
But
the penguin one is very much in character for me.
Yeah, I like that one for you. I'm going the last one.
All right. So I got Last Christmas I gave you my heart.
I got Silent Night.
Oh, but you hate religion.
Holy Night.
All right, so
all is calm, all is bright.
all right, so you're a huge Christmas fan, but you often wish you had somebody special to spend it with. Christmas is bittersweet, but you still make the most of it. The someone special to spend it with is kind of like low-key real though, because I've been like house sitting this Christmas, so I haven't been at home with my family as much.
That's really sad, Edward.
That's okay. It's whatever. I'm spending time with them anyway.
I got, this is a time of year when all you look forward to is taking a nice long break. So real. That's what I've been waiting for, actually. The semester's over. No, it's not. You loser. Or maybe you get to take a week off from work to enjoy the holidays with family. Either way, this time of the year is nothing but peace and joy.
That's sick.
Ain't that the truth?
All right, let's see what's my Christmas personality?
What Christmas character are you?
All right, we're going to do another choose a Christmas sweater. So we've got the same Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Yeah.
Then we got a blue sweater with snowmen on it.
And snow.
And you describe the next one.
Oh, it's a fever dream. It's just so stripy.
It's kind of like an Argyle sweater, I guess, but like with Christmas
themes. It has
themes.
a lot of stuff on it. Then the next one is a cat one again.
And then
this one has bows on it, though.
And then the next one's a swipe right for Mrs. Claus.
Ooh.
Which is baller. And then the last one's like a low-cut sweater with like a Christmas tree on it.
I'm going swipe right for Mrs. Claus.
Low-key, I kind of like the eye attack one.
Okay, go for it, Edward.
All right. What's your favorite thing about Christmas, Claire? Is it the music, giving gifts, receiving gifts, snow, Christmas movies and TV specials, or the food?
Well, they don't have family on here. I'm going to say Christmas movies and TV
I'm going to
specials.
say the same thing. Choose a Christmas movie. Home Alone, Elf, Miracle on 34th Street, The Nightmare Before Christmas, which is actually a generic holiday movie and not a Christmas movie. If you look at the Die Hard spectrum. Speaking of Die Hard or Love Actually.
I'm going to go Elf because, as stated, apparently, according to you, it's my favorite Christmas movie.
It's the one you talked about a lot, or I could be misremembering. I'm going to pick Home Alone. Which one would you want to pick?
Probably Elf, actually.
Okay, yeah, I rest my case. Who do you prefer to spend the holidays with? My significant other, immediate family, extended family, friends, strangers, just by myself, TBH. Extended family. That's who I spend it with right now.
How much of my extended family? My extended family, so much. I would say immediate and extended, but also like I feel like also my friends a little bit.
You could count them as extended family depending on how close you are.
Like, here's the thing, right? We did a cookie swap. You weren't invited, sorry, but you can't cookie.
I'm not invited to most things, Claire. It's fine.
It was mostly because you can't cookie, and we felt bad. But
no hard feelings.
Like, I spent a lot of time, and we did like Christmas stuff, and it was really like Christmassy.
Nice.
It was really nice. But I'm gonna say extended family after that long-winded talking about my friends.
Choose a stocking stuffer. You read them
candles, bath bombs, books, mugs, picture frames, or socks. Socks!
I'm like a sock guy.
I'm such a
like
sock
I wear
guy.
fun socks all the time. Like right now I've got pink ones
These
with
are
penguins.
my Cookie Monster socks.
That's baller.
I know.
Which naughty thing are you guilty of doing this year?
Okay, Edward.
Lying to get out of trouble, texting K to someone, canceling plans on friends, leaving the dishes for someone else to clean, being jealous of someone's success, or telling white lies.
I'm gonna pick one, but I'm not gonna say which one it is.
I'm gonna say that I've been in a years-long war with my parents for the dishes.
It's valid.
Yeah. Shout out my parents.
Choose a Christmas food. Brussels sprouts. Immediately. Sorry.
Roast potatoes. Because they don't have ham on there. Alright, what Christmas character are you?
Oh, we didn't read out the options.
Oh, the options were roast potatoes, stuffing, roast turkey, Brussels sprouts, gingerbread, or Christmas pudding.
I really like Brussels sprouts.
Okay.
Like, a lot.
Yeah, they're good. Okay, what Christmas...
I'm a reindeer.
Me too!
The definition of a team player?
You're stronger when you have your friends beside you, and you constantly lift each other up.
You're super easy to get along with, although you can be judgmental at times.
You like to have fun and relax, but at the end of the day, you get the job done. So there's no harm in making it enjoyable.
I like the pictures that they use. One's
the one with the selfie
one's
stick?
leaping and one's holding a selfie stick.
All right.
That's so fun.
Do you want to outro this episode the same way we introed it, with a Christmas song?
After you're done listening to this podcast,
Yeah.
I hope you go and spend so much time with your family and your loved ones.
Do you know how we should end this episode? Like, we should end it with, like, may old acquaintance be forgot, because we're done Christmas and we're going into the new year.
Oh, guys, 2025 is rapidly approaching. I hope you get your butts on, because stuff's about to get real.
Do you need the lyrics?
I'm kidding. I know your butts don't come off.
Do you want to outro it this way?
Start off, Edward.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot in the days of old lang syne? For old lang syne.
Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year.